God bless you. All those who are listening to me, God bless you. I have a very short message to leave for Ghana IGP and also his men, included those judges or Ghana judges. There is something that is going on that is very, very bad. You are putting Ghana image as a city or a country of Antichrist. Ghana is not an Antichrist. Please, if anyone got chance to get your position, keep your position at the right way. Things have gone totally wrong, and we should learn to respect our men of God. Secondly, we should learn to respect the prominent people in the country. As if there is no respected person in Ghana. I'm very, very disappointed of a kind of person who have become an IGP with his men. They have done totally wrong, totally bad thing they shouldn't have tried. Look, you think you are doing this to get name or to influence people, but this is the bad thing that you shouldn't have tried to do it. Going to church to arrest man of God in front of the congregation. How old are you, IGP? I want to ask, how old are you? I want to ask those judges, how old are they? Are they learned people? Are they trained people at home also? Going to church, arrested man of God, and take him to court and say, even without bail. Come on. How old are you? How do you think? You are bringing curse on that country. Don't you know? Look, if something happened to be prophet at prison there, or anything happened to her, you know how cost is going to cost a whole nation. Do you know the cost of the tears of a prophet in a country? Those pastors who are jumping, do you know the cost of tears of man of God? Do you know the cost of regretness of man of God? Even though if you don't respect anybody, not the name of God. Not the name of God. I'm leaving this short message to Ghana leaders. They should learn to respect the prominent people in the country. They should learn to respect Christianity. Can you ever go to mosque to arrest Hajj or Imam in mosque? You cannot dare try. You cannot dare try. They will let you know in the house of God, you cannot try there. Going to church and arrest them. Are those police people who give those people command? It's very, very bad. I'm telling you, we are putting very hot water in our pot. And we are putting fire in the cold. A days will come while police will wear mufti. Remember Liberia, police were not able to wear uniform. Remember Libya, police were not wearing uniform. Tunis was one of the peaceful countries in North Africa. But police were not able to wear police uniform. Respect your uniform. That is where you get your daily bread. I think it will be very, very good to change this IGP, to find a reasonable person who can think both physical and spiritual thing in mature way. Sending your men to go to, church, arrest man of God. And you are jumping, and another pastors are jumping, they are happy. You know the cause of tears of man of God. I'm very, very regret of Ghanaians. You think when you get men of God, you think you are get better thing, but you don't know you are killing your own self. It will be very, very, very regret when what we are sowing, when we reap what we are sowing. We are sowing very bad thing. I'm appealing to all Ghanaians. Let us do best as we can to respect our way of life. We cannot just go and just abuse our chances before God. How should a man of God being arrested in the house of God. How comes? This shouldn't happen at all. And I'll never hear this. A whole Ghanaian sitting down now. Ghana have become antichrist. We hate ourselves, and what Ghanaians don't want to see at all or don't want to hear at all is about man of God. Look, no matter how man of God did something wrong, can't you go to his house and arrest him? Now you are building cathedral, right? You are building cathedral. Is that the way you are going to treat God? Don't think treating God bad will result to better thing. Look, Oyusu Bempa, you have right to arrest him, whatever he did, but not going to church arrested man of God. It is an evil thing. It is an evil thing. Never try it. Look, no matter what he did, you cannot say you won't grant him a bail with his people. Are they criminals? Even those armed robbers that go and kill people, you grant them bills. Who is those judges? How do you become judges? I am very, very disappointed of kind of judges we have in Ghana. Armed robbers are living in prison. What is Ghana judges doing? People come from prison and give an evidence of the criminal thing that is going on. What have IGP? Do you hear those things? I'm very, very disappointed. Today somebody have killed this. Tomorrow children are killing people. You don't have access to track them. What make you IGP? Who give you that position? How did the Ghanaian accept you as an IGP? Come on. How do Ghanaians accept to appointed somebody to be that position? Both children now, people are just threatening like maybe like butcher house. You are not able to track those things off. You go to church to rest man of God. It is wrong thing. No matter what he did, he have a living house. Can't you go to his house? Can't you go to his house? And say, I don't know. The most wrong thing is because you want to disgrace him. You are disgracing God. You can't disgrace man. You are disgracing God. You think you are doing something for people to prove you, but you are making worse mistake. I don't know who advised IGP, and I don't know who influenced him. He's your enemy. The greatest enemy is the person who advised you to go against a church of God, the body of Christ, in the wrong way. Your enemy is your advisor. Let me tell IGP, your enemy is advisor. It's better you resign. You are bringing curse upon you and your men, upon yourself. Never try to do that anymore. Never. It shouldn't happen. Look, if somebody called the name of God, you can't go against that person. You don't go against that person because he's mentioning God's name. They should immediately grant him bail. They should do that. It's very, very bad thing. We don't have to do that. To say I will not give him bail because he's man of God. Because they struggle with me. How do you go to church to rest pastor there? Is it the right thing that you have to do? You dare not try to go to church to arrest man of God over there. No. Look, there are a lot of men of God, a lot of people, there are a lot of youth who have come out openly and tell people about how they took blood, they took live blood at so many radio stations. What have you done, IGP? What have you done, IGP? What have you done about these cases? People who are talking of going to mortuary and take, something very dangerous and sell it or use it. People come out and confess. Look, if you commit crime and confess, does not mean you don't have to be punished. And a lot of guys has come out making mention of being burying people alive, killing both women and children, taking water from mortuary, cause all kind of harm to people. And IGP, you never step in on this case. What have you done to those people? You have made wrong thing. You can arrest Prophet Owusu Bempa. I don't have problem with that. But going to church also making it so proud that you are arrested prophet, you will not give him bail. Who are those judges? Ghana is antichrist. The leaders have to be very, very careful. Don't allow someone to influence you something that you shouldn't have done. You think you are doing that for Ghanaians to say, those judges are very bold. No, that is an Absalom advisors. Those who advise you or influence you to say we won't give him bail are harming you and your family. Ghanaians have to learn how to respect. In every country, there are people that you can take to and say, we need you. And they will never run. Do you think if IGP or if police call Prophet Ufubempa and said, man of God, please, we need your presence, he will not come? You are just going against the house of God. You go against the house of God. This is what I want to tell those police and those judges and IGP who included his advisors, that they have gone against God. And this is bringing curse on Ghana. Don't think whenever any man of God get problem, Ghanaians rejoice as if something better is coming. As if they have gained something. It's very, very painful. We have to learn how to keep ourselves out of matters. When they report him to you, oh yeah, you take the video, you look at it, the security reason, you need to call him and question him. He's not just a common person. What of those who come out and say we have taken water from mortuary? How many of them have you called them in question? And they are in Ghana there. Those who said they have buried people alive, they have killed people alive. How many of them have you been calling them in question? People have come out that all the armed robbery cases that is going on in Ghana is brought and is operating by prison. How many commanders have you called them in question of those things? Armed robbers are booming in Ghana everywhere. And IGP have no idea. You need to step down. We need a person who can control the security system better, not to cause chaos on this country. Not to cause a curse on this country. Okay, we need to learn to respect the name of God. We cannot take Ghana at our hand. You think Ghana is for you. You think Ghana is for you. Go and ask Liberians if Liberia was for them. Salarion, go and ask them if it was their hands. Go and ask Libya if Libya was at their hands. Go and ask Tunis if Tunis were at their hands. Ghana is for God, but God can punish us and treat us the way he thinks he would be satisfied. You think doing this will give you better name, but don't you know you are making big mistake? How do you advise yourself to send? How do you advise yourself to send police into? Even criminals don't go there to do such kind of wrong things. I'm very, very disappointed of so-called IGP and so-called judges. Anyway, Ghana judges are the most biased judges in Africa or in the whole world. They already have their name. So as for judges, I don't have problem. The most biased judges, because if you go to prison, there are a lot of people, poor people, that is in prison for no reason, and judges are satisfied with sitting at their seat. It's not your fault. A country who don't speak their language, but somebody's language be their priority. That shows the slavery system of believing or hope that we have. So what your mind or this year one kawakasa. China for kawankasa, German kawankasa, Italy kawankasa, Spanish kawankasa, America kawankasa, Britain kawankasa, France kawankasa. Na yede ya dia to say en non kosum no ad toyen kraso say yede en non kofo asifo ndu bi kasa na ebisua. And into you become bravo Ghana, a yen say oye ni papa ni petitru sin wo bia. Let's Atta. IGP should step down. He's a most disgraceful person that I never hear giving order for somebody to go to church to arrest a prophet, a man of God. No, it shouldn't happen at all. Never ever try to do that. And all Ghanaians are warned. we have to be very careful the way we treat man of God. A days will come. That is why Jeremiah said, a day that you run from a place to place. A days will come where Ghana judges will find where to sleep. A days will come where Ghana police will drop their uniform at the ground and find motive. A days will come where nobody even would like to say I'm IGP or I'm police commander. A days will come, people will regret and refuse to say I'm a judge. You are putting fire on your own head. You don't know. You think Ghana is for you. Ghana is at the edge of hard situation. A nation who believe in crimes. A nation who believe in bloodshed. A nation who people are committed to cause blood and hate men of God. A nation who refuse to punish the wicked but rather oppress the poor. I'm very, very disappointed of so-called IGP, so-called police officers in Ghana, so-called judges. Let him put the judges aside. They are the most biased judges in the whole world. That one is for clear. Every Ghanaian knows. But the most painful thing is seeing a prophet being arrested in the congregation. Come on. I'm very, very disappointed. You need to go on your knees with your family and beg seriously for forgiveness. IGP, I'm advising you, you need to go on your knees and beg forgiveness from God. For you going to a house, going to a church, no matter what man of God do something wrong, you cannot dare go to church. Who born you? Where do you come from? How do you learn? Are you a learned person? I want to ask Ghana security agencies and their commanders, are they learned people going to church, arrest man of God in the front of congregation? Come on. How do you think? Is that better thing for you? So you are clapping your hand for yourself. Don't you know you are bringing curse on your people, on your country and your family? How dare you speak against even man of God, talking of going to church, arrest man of God? Come on. Never ever try. Ghanaians, we have to think wisely the way we treat men of God. We don't care to insult men of God. We don't care to accuse them. We don't care to, give false charges of men of God. And we always rejoice when we hear any nonsense at all. Look, God told Miriam. Miriam was a prophetess. And look, God told Moses that, look, I'll make it a God and I'll make Aaron a prophet that will speak for you. He said, how dare you speak against Moses? Man that I talk with him one-on-one. One thing that never ever try in your life is to speak against man of God, no matter what he did. No matter what he did. Never ever try. And the Bible says when some people come together and say, no, you are taking advantage on us, and God said, bring them, tell them to come. Tell them to come. The Bible said the children of Israel gathered themselves and stand against Moses and Aaron. The Bible said, and the earth, swallowed them up. Never ever stand against man of God. Look, the tears of Ozu Bempa will cause a big harm to Ghana. No matter how criminal he is, no matter how bad person, as long as God's name is upon him, we must take measures to handle issues of men of God. This cathedral that you are building, you are going to see an end if we did not repent from wrong thing that we are doing. God is watching and looking and listening every statement that we are making. You think deny that you are not a Christian is the better way for Ghana? Or deny that I don't care whom he is. You must care whom someone is. When the children of Israel don't care for Aaron, don't care for Moses, when they stand and against Moses, the Bible said the earth was shocked and swallowed them up. You think that Ghana belongs to you. You think your position making you better person in Ghana. Don't you know, as leader, and a responsible person, you are the one that can bring curse in Ghana. I would like to end up my intention here, but I'm asking IGP, would his family immediately go to their knees and cry for God? that they have sinned against God. And those men that think they have power to go to, those commanders that think they don't care for the name of God, going to the house of God to arrest not even ordinary person, a man of God in front of the church. Come on. Do you think if I am security agent, those police can do it? It will never happen. It will end up how it will end up. Being in a church, going to church, arrest man of God in front of the congregation. Do you think before you do that? Do you think before you do that? Is your head working? Don't you know you are bringing curse on this country? Don't you know you are bringing curse on it? Even talking against man of God have an effect on the country. Talking of going to church to scatter there because you want to show you are bold man, you are boldness. What are you doing? I'm Robert. Just children, 16 years, 14 years are holding gun, and police. If you call police, they will never come. Now you are bold to go to church. Those children are going to handle your tail. Those, I'm not prophesying bad, but what we are doing, what we are sowing, we are going to reap it at the end of the day. What we are doing, we are going to reap it at the end of the day. Because somebody have give you position, so you thought when you be at office, it is all. No. Look, let me tell you something. Bible says man cannot receive anything unless it be given from above. So for you to be a police commander, somebody is very intelligent than you, but it's appointed for you to do that. For you to be an IGP, somebody is wise, intelligent than you, but it's appointed for you to be that position. For you to be vice or president, somebody is wise and intelligent than you, but it's appointed for you to be at that position. So at the moment when you've been appointed for something, you are responsible for it. You are responsible for it. You are responsible for anything at all. There is time for everything. We must use any privilege and any time that we have to do the right thing. But if we think we want to find the favor of men by hating God and treating the name of God rough and the way we want, be very careful. Be very, very careful. I'm seriously madly regret of so-called IGP and his men with those biased judges. Say, will not grant him bail. How? How? Can't you call him that we need you at office? How many minutes, how many hours did you give to him to come to office? How many hours did you give to him to come to office? Even armed robbers, you give them bills. Criminals that have killed people, you give them bills. Talking of man of God, that I will not give him bail. You think you are doing better thing. Look at your end. It will come very soon. I say your end will come very soon. Somebody have been in your position and comport himself and be blessed and have been blessed. You will be at the same position and you can carry curse upon you and your children. You will be at the same position and you will carry curse on you and your children. Somebody will be, I repeat again, I say at your position, at your standard, somebody have been there and have been blessed. And you will be there and carry on curse. It is because what you did, you will reap it. Never ever try to go to the house of God to attack. Come on. Who taught Ghanaians to do that? Who taught Ghanaians to do that? Are you not regret of attacking God's name? Where God has replaced his name is where you go and show yourself, show up there. Don't you remember how Nebuchadnezzar was punished? Don't you know you can be distracted? You can be destroyed. You are destroying your own self. I would like to end up my intention here by calling IGP to immediately step down and go on his knees with his family. Oh, you can say I'm talking nonsense, but when you and your children The painful thing is your grandchildren who know nothing about the wrong thing you have done. That is the painful thing to me. You and your children can face any consequence, and you may also think about it. But the painful thing is your grandchildren who don't know what their father have done. Because God Bible says, I'm God that punished to the third and fourth and fifth generation. I'm not pronouncing curse on you, but what I'm telling you is this. Regret, go on your knees. Those judges, regret, go on your knees. Regret and go on your knees. Ghana judges, you remember something painful that had happened to judges in Ghana. But they never think of it one day. They never think of it one day. We have to look at it very, very careful. Some people have been in the government and their children have been blessed. And their children have been blessed. And you will be at that position and carry curse because you did something wrong. You are dipping Ghana into bloodly. You don't know. You are dipping Ghana into bloodly. Those who are clapping their hands and jumping, you are clapping with your hand for your own children and your grandchildren's. Very sorry. I'm very, very sorry for those who are clapping their hands. Never ever touch man of God. No matter what man of God did. Never ever touch them. Leave it and handle it with very carefully. I expecting maybe you. I watch all the program. I see. At least I'm expecting. Okay, you call him, you sit with him, and then but you just go to house of God to distract a church, to destroy a church. And those pastors whose teeth are open, your teeth will open and your grandchildren will open their teeth of crying. When you are laughing, you open your teeth. When you are crying, you open your teeth. You think you are a man of God, so you cannot be cursed. Wasn't Aaron a priest? Wasn't Miriam a prophet? She was born as a prophetess. But yet, leprosy came. Don't ever think someone will influence you. If someone influenced Absalom, and what did happen to the Absalom? What did happen to Absalom? You think you are doing something for people to clap your hand for you. I would like to end up here. Going to church. Never ever Ghana police should try it again. Never ever. And those police who went there, irrespective of your religion and irrespective of your standard and your class and your training, you have bring curse on yourself because of the wrong command was given to you. You and your command are under curses. So go and beg. Go and beg. Go and beg. If not, this cathedral you see will come down like water. It will just come down one time. There you know the end of Ghana. You think Ghana cannot be destroyed. You think that office can remain forever. Never ever think of that. The world don't belong to you. Ghana, God can take your soul just a moment. God can take your soul just a moment. I would like to end up my intention. I would like to end up my intention. If you get this message, share it, send it to someone, and said, I step in against the act, and I condemn the act of IGP and the judges who refuse to give man of God bail. Police who went to commanders who give order to go to church and arrest person. Go to church and arrest prophet in the house of God. May God forgive, but God will not forgive that. We will see the result. The painful thing is when your grandchildren are crying the way you laugh. That will be the painful thing. When your grandchildren are crying the way you smile, the way you laugh, the way you open your teeth and laugh. That is how your grandchildren are going to also cry, open their teeth. The way you handle yourself to do wrong, that is how your grandchildren are going to handle themselves with the pain. Never ever go against God. Never ever go against God in the house of God. Nobody should try to do that in Ghana. Nobody should try to do that in Ghana. Going to church, arrest pastor in front of the congregation. Whatever happened, respect the name of God. Whatever happened, respect the name of God. God bless you.